I got a special guest with me today. Of course, this is Calvin. Perfect timing. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, all social media platforms. I got somebody who I've been trying to get on for a while. She finally came, so we can, kind of shed some light on the fitness community. You know that I love to work out. You know what I'm saying? And I know women love to work out too. And I know y'all want to get y'all bodies together, so I have somebody special with me today. I appreciate you for coming on. I appreciate you for being here, for taking the time out your busy day, and coming and, spending some time with me at the lab. First of all, I just want to thank y'all for liking and subscribing to my community. I appreciate y'all. Every time I'm doing this for y'all. I'm doing this for the people. I'm doing this for the public, not only myself. I enjoy this for sure, but I just want to say thank y'all again. Give them a little bit of information about you, about, your business, what you do.
I don't do nothing but change lives.
Change lives? I like that, though. That's a good one. How you change lives, though?
No, my name is Reva. I'm the owner and founder of Shesgotitfitness.
Okay.
And I really just focus on, like, weight loss, weight training, meal planning. I do online training. It's just a multitude of things, so.
Nice. You got a fitness studio?
Yes, I do. I do have my own gym. It's on 8 Mile in Inkster. Of course, you'll see this big banner. Shout out to my honey bun.
Okay.
He bought me a banner for my birthday. So
yeah, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. Happy belated birthday.
So Shesgotitfitness is right on 8 Mile off of Inkster Road.
Okay. How did you get into the fitness business?
I got into the fitness business. I'm going to give you the professional side.
No, I want it all. I need it all. Like, ain't no sugarcoat, no side, none of that.
So the petty side was pretty much I joined a fitness class to make an ex-boyfriend's ex-girlfriend jealous.
Uh-oh, we getting juicy. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir.
Like, literally, it was not my plan to be a trainer at all. I was in school for criminal justice. I graduated with my criminal justice degree.
I did too.
Really?
Nice, yeah.
With the minor in youth service. So I really just want to be a probation officer. Like,
how did me and you both graduate with a criminal justice degree, but we ended up in the fitness community though? I'm not a trainer, but it's like I love
working out.
I love working out. Like I can't do nothing without working out. Like even if I miss like 3 days or 3 or 4 days, my body is threw off. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, congratulations to me, man. I'm a part of the CrossFit community now.
Yeah. Oh, CrossFit,
Yeah. Listen, I went today, right? CrossFit in the D, and I damn near died. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm real good in the gym. Y'all know I post videos. I really go hard.
Yeah, so.
Man, and that right there was something different. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was mental.
Okay.
And it kind of just reminded me of how you got to push yourself regardless of wherever you at, whatever you doing. That was a whole different level of fitness, and I appreciated it though. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of people in there like-minded like me, and it's hard to be around people that's like-minded like you, doing the things that you doing. And enjoying. So get back to the story though. I'm sorry to cut you off.
This story is crazy. So I lost like 50 pounds
during
I lived in Saginaw at the time, and I was just going to a workout group class. And I would work out like twice a day. Like I would get up, go work out, go to work, come back, go work out, and I was still in school at the time. So I was really just like trying to prove a point, I guess.
To her?
To her. Like,
okay.
Yeah, to let you know.
But it ended up turning out good, though.
Right.
Okay.
God said,
shout out to her, though. If you watching this, shout out to you. She just started the business and everything.
So I wanted the trainer to teach me how to be a trainer, but he didn't want to do it.
Why not, though?
He didn't want to do it because he was mentoring her. And he knew that we had a falling out. So I think in that sense, he had a sense of loyalty to her.
Okay.
And so you say no, I'm going to go figure this shit out anyway.
Right.
So I moved back home in 2016. And fitness, I was renting space, and I saved money for a whole entire year. And I got my first space on 9 Mile and Coolidge. And that's where it all began and just blew up from there.
So how long have you been doing this all together?
It'll be 7 years this year.
7 years.
In October. Yeah.
Nice. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
That's something a lot of people don't know. Like putting together a business ain't easy at all. And a lot of people see the success part. They don't see the behind the scenes part.
Yeah.
So would you say that this is your passion?
Yeah, I would. I definitely would say this is my passion. I love meeting new women because the majority of the people that I train are women. So I just kind of made that my mission to make women feel as beautiful and sexy and confident within their selves. And I think you start that with fitness.
What is kind of like the hardest challenge that you've had, over these past few years with dealing with women and changing their bodies and things of that sort?
I think with this generation, I think the hardest thing is having them understand that this is a process.
Right.
This is not
a 2-week thing.
Nope. This is not a 30-day challenge, a 90-day challenge. This is what you want to do for the rest of your life. And I think that's the hard part of fighting with social media. When you follow certain Instagram models and they have their bodies small,
we're gonna get into that.
Big butt, and you don't even have that genetic makeup at all. Sometimes I have to be realistic with them about how their body. You may not look like that,
right?
So, but it's just that quick, fast, and hurry mindset instead of that slow and steady always wins the race mindset.
So I've been seeing you doing these classes. How did your last class go with what was it, like last Saturday or something like that?
This today?
No, the last Saturday when you was I think it was the Memorial Day thing you was doing.
Oh yeah, so I just chose to do my earlier classes. It went good. I think because of the holiday, that's another struggle that I deal with. People feel like since it's the holiday, that's a regular time to just I'm just gonna take a break because it's the holiday.
Do you blame them though? Exactly. So you can't even blame them though. They be like, okay, I need one day off. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like they fall off.
Not for the people who just starting though.
Right.
If you've already made a commitment like 3-6 months prior, then okay.
Okay. So how do you get these people to a point where they can just feel comfortable with coming on a daily basis?
You have to create a kind of a personal relationship.
Right.
I try to. With just by watching them on social media. I know people say like all the time, oh, well, you don't know who people really are on social media. No, I think people show you exactly who they are on social media.
For sure.
So, but I think I try to make it my business to speak to everyone, try to know their names, and then check up on them. I was asked that question from one of my mentees, and she was like, well, how do you get people coming in? I say people just want to know if you care.
Right.
They just really want to know that you care about them. And people know that I have a lot of classes and a lot of clients. But I think a lot of people feel special when I say, hey, how are you? I didn't see you in class this week.
That's good, though. A lot of trainers don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And I damn near wanted to trainer myself. And it's like the trainers just want the money. They don't care about the personality. You know what I'm saying? They want to get rich. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? It's messed up right now. And on my side, though. But I want you to tell me the difference between a man trainer and a woman trainer, though.
Oh, my God. I hope none of my male friends trainers.
I'm sorry if I ain't trying to get you a trainer.
No, it's okay. We actually talk about this a lot, too. Even the styles of training is different. A lot of the women, they come to me, for one, they don't feel comfortable with a man.
Right.
A man can look at them in a sexual matter, so to actually look at them in a professional way as a client.
Right.
I only have a handful of male trainers that I know really take the craft seriously, and you would never have to worry about, getting somebody trying to hit on you or anything like that.
Right.
I think the difference is the emotional side, of course. Some of the male trainers that I know, they're not tapped in emotionally with their clients. So I think it helps better when you have a female that is a female, and then you guys are conversing and creating this relationship during this training process.
Right. And I think with the men, on the men's side, I think women feel intimidated.
Yeah, they do. Mostly men. Ooh, I'm going to say it, though. Men necessarily don't have to work hard for their muscles.
What?
I don't think.
What?
Especially if you were already like an athlete, like you were already in sports before you became a trainer. I know a lot of my friends, they were already in sports before they actually became a trainer, like a known trainer. So I feel like men, your genetic makeup is from it's you guys are easily can gain muscles or tone up as the words that we use than more females. I feel like as a female, I feel like I even as a trainer, I had to work hard.
No,
to
hell
show,
yeah, for sure.
I had to work 10 times harder to show like, hey, like yeah, I can do this too. Like,
right, and it really works.
Yeah, and it really works. Yeah. So, I think I think men have a little bit more easier body composition than we do.
I don't think so though. I think because I did a transition on myself, as well, and it was hard. Like, I don't care how many sit-ups you do. I don't care how many. Your stomach not just gonna go flat. Like people be like, okay, I want a 6-pack, right?
Right.
And they think that I'm gonna do 1,000 sit-ups every night. And then if it don't show in 2 to 3 weeks, they give up. You know what I'm saying? Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Okay, it's that quick, fast, in a hurry. You have to enjoy the process.
Right.
People, you can do as much ab work as you want, but there's a saying, abs are made in the kitchen. So it's literally depending on your body makeup, how much protein intake, how much water you're drinking, because everybody's body is different to create that kind of structure. Can everybody have abs? Absolutely.
So do you think everybody's body is different? So when somebody come into your class and be like, I want to look like this person, do you keep it real with them? Like, look,
yes,
you might not look real. You might not look like this person though.
Jada Waiter got implants. I mean, she got injections.
For sure.
So,
but is that body type? I'm sorry to cut you off. Is that body type like normal now? Like, do everybody want that body type?
So there's 3 different kind of body types. I would probably say 80% of the world is called an endomorph, which means they hold a lot of their fat in their belly. They're more short and stocky, and they easily can gain fat, and it's harder for them to gain muscle. So for them, they for a shorter period of time, you have to do a lot of cardio.
Okay.
And then after that, you can start doing weight training, CrossFit training, and things like that to become more lean. But that means you have to increase your protein intake.
Okay.
So then you have your ectomorphs, which are people who are already skinny, small. And so it's hard for them to actually either gain fat, but it's easy for them to produce muscle.
Right.
So for them, their protein intake and their food intake has to be way much higher than an endo. Most endo, when they're trying to lose weight, you stay between, Google says 12 to 1,500. I say 1,500 to 1,800 because that's a calorie deficiency, and I feel like you are starving yourself at that point.
Right.
So, but for someone who is trying to gain weight the healthy way, your calorie is more like 2,000 and over.
Okay. So how do you make women feel comfortable, when they come to you? Like, hey, look, Reva, I'm like big as hell. You know what I'm saying? Not being funny, and I really want to make a lifestyle change. I really want to change. Like, how can you tell them or give them advice or whatever you do? Like, what do you do?
My market strategy is to actually show real people on my page that are the exact size as you. Most of the time when people see someone who looks like them or is similar in features of them, they get the courage to be like, okay, dang, I can do this too. I've had clients that were well over 300 pounds. Now, yes, they've been with me for a year or 2 years, but they got the weight off.
Right.
So I'm just realistic like that. I don't know if you've ever watched my page, but I don't really necessarily show me because if I
don't, it's crazy. And I was like, damn, like, I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know what she looked like. You know what I'm saying?
I like that though.
Do you really?
I like that.
Why?
Because if you see me, you already think I'm Superwoman. You already think, oh yeah, you could do it. You've been doing this. You want to see someone who looks just like you.
Right.
And it's just one of my marketing strategies that I've been doing, and it's been working. It works. My biggest thing right now is my mommies. I don't know why, but women with children, I have made them extremely comfortable with bringing their children and coming to work out.
Because where can you go work out and bring your kids?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just heard that LA Fitness is cutting the
the
daycare services.
Yes, they are. They are. So now it's like,
now you about to cut.
But I feel like it helped you though at the end of the day.
It did. I was marketing a few years back and I stopped because of COVID. Because of course when you're thinking like a mother, like I want my child to be safe 100% all the way. So for a minute I stopped it, but then afterwards I did I don't do the surveys often, but when I do, I want to hear from the people like, why are you not coming to boot camp? I don't have a babysitter. I'm a single mom. Like I have 3 little ones and I want to come work out, but I can't. I'm like, bring the kids.
Right.
We love the kids.
Don't even make sense. Yeah, not to. Yeah, like,
yeah, I'm gonna make it real simple for you because the way I run my business, I don't want you to have no excuse whatsoever not to come.
Right.
So if you're from out of town or if you don't have your car's not working, online training. I've had people Uber to my classes.
That's dedication.
Yes.
That is dedication. People don't understand the level of dedication you gotta have to want to work out and to want to make your lifestyle change. You know what I'm saying? Like catching the Uber to your gym, like, did that make you feel any type of way? Like, hell yeah.
I felt super grateful, but I'm a very giving person too. So I felt like I want to give back to you because you sacrificed to be here.
Right.
And people don't have to sacrifice to do anything for your business.
No, they don't. No, they don't. They gotta really want to do it for themselves.
I know people spend like their hard-earned monies just to be in my building, and I appreciate that so much.
Right. So what makes your gym different?
It is a family-filled environment. I try to think about the Barbershop, that movie, and how you just come in and you get to talk your shit and you get to work out and you get to have fun and you get to have some kind of stress reliever and everything stays there, and then we close the lights and shut the door and back again tomorrow. Like, it's just really I try to make it a family-filled environment, a friendly environment, so that the fact that they can always feel like even when they do stop, they know where to come back to.
Right.
When they're ready to come back to.
Do you see a lot of people who quit and then come back?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not necessarily quit. Sometimes life just hit people.
Yeah, for sure.
And they don't know how to balance both. And so they feel like, okay, well, let me stop this for a little bit. Let me get this under control. But I feel like fitness can always up-trump everything.
Mm-hmm. So how do you balance your life and fitness?
Child.
It's tough. Listen, like you said,
boundaries.
You take naps.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
I do. So yes, I had to set major boundaries, and I definitely knew I had to set them after last year, but I won't go deep into that. But my phone goes on Do Not Disturb after 9 o'clock.
For sure.
So if you message me, I will message you back in the morning during business hours.
But it's business. They got to understand that.
Yeah, but people will hit me up at 2 a.m.
That's crazy. And them be the people that ain't really serious.
They ain't paid a lick or nothing.
Yeah. So that ain't the type of people that, you know what I'm saying, that really want to do. Like, you just scrolled across her page. It's like, oh, well, maybe let me do this.
I take naps. I take a nap every day.
So are naps essential? Like,
yes, for me, I don't know. I feel refreshed. I feel like I can get another workout in, especially if I'm really, really tired from the morning classes. And then you have to have a certain amount of energy as a trainer to keep motivating people.
Oh, my God. I don't see how you, like,
you can't be
tough.
Like, yeah, y'all, come on, let's go.
Right. You got to be energized at all times.
Yeah.
All day at all times, 6 days a week. And people don't understand, like, how tough that is. So you really have to have a deep passion to want to do this.
Absolutely.
So what was your why to do this?
My why. My father was diagnosed with ALS in 2014. It was my last semester of college. And ALS is a disease where your muscles deteriorate. So we're talking about a big man that's like 350, like 6'1", and I'm looking at him in a hospital ICU and he's 150 pounds. And so at that point, if there was something, I felt like if there was something I could have helped him do, then yes. So if I can't help you, that's fine. But I'm going to try to help the rest of the world. Right. And so that's my why. He's my why. He's super proud of me.
Nice. I'm glad you have a why, because a lot of people are just doing stuff for no reason.
Just be
you know what I'm
doing
saying? And that's what kills your motivation and your drive. Like, on the days when you don't want to do it, you got to remember your why. And I always tell people, you have to find your why. That's how you're going to become successful. Yeah. Sometimes it ain't even about the money. It's, like you said, you wanted to give back to the person that caught the Uber to your establishment. Yeah. And it's deeper than just the money. Of course, we all want to make money and stuff like that. But before we get just a little, too deep, I just wanted to come to y'all today with the topic: Do false fitness give women false hope?
We talked about this in the gym.
Do we?
Yeah, we talked.
I'm talking about do we?
Do we? Yeah, come.
Do false? Do it give women false hope? Now now I wanted just to talk about like the BBL community. You know what I'm saying? The community that's showing the progress and not the behind the scenes. The women who are, you know, telling women like, well, let's just take this flat tummy tea. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be all right. Like, shed some light on that. Do it give them false hope and false, you know?
So to all my friends, because I have a few who they've worked out and they've tried. Do I think they tried that hard? No, but I do believe it gives false hope. Social media is just only a perception of what people. It's only a side of them that they want people to see, and if everyone wants to be looked at as body crazy, curvy, wavy, thick. You know,
right.
So
because it's social media though.
Yeah,
everybody want to look like the Meg and you know what I'm saying, the Jada Wade and stuff like that.
Now Megan body is natural now.
Yeah, but everybody still can't look like that though.
Everybody can't look like that. Yes. Right. Yes. Yeah,
so it's
she's
like
tall.
Yeah, she's tall as hell. Yeah, and to have that and to keep that up too though.
Yeah,
that's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people don't understand the work that it takes. I feel like it takes more work when you go under a major surgery like that. Then come out of recovery and then do your post-ops, and then you have to work out to keep that stuff, you know, up and healthy, keep yourself healthy. I've seen so many horror stories about just how the body just deteriorates, or everybody's body can't go through that anyways.
Right. That
is a major surgery. And I definitely feel like it does give false hopes. I definitely feel like it gives. I've been asked, is your butt real? People can't tell anymore because everyone has one now.
True. Like, do you get offended by that though?
At first I did, but now I don't. I use it as reels and marketing tools.
You better, right.
I'm going to turn something into some dollars, okay? But I definitely do think it gives false hope. I try my best to make sure that if that's the route that you want to go, at least try this first. Give yourself a 3 to 6 month commitment, and then let's see. And if you're still not happy, then do your thing, sis.
Right. So do you think the BBL phase is fading out?
It's all something is always going to phase out, and something always else is going to come. Because people are always reinventing and creating things. I think eventually it will, just like clothes. It'll just hit a full circle again, and then it'll stop, and then it'll hit a full circle again and stop.
Right. So I had seen something on Instagram, and the girl was saying basically how she worked at a club, right? And she was a natural woman, and she wasn't getting tipped. She wasn't getting paid attention to. She wasn't, you know, getting no type of bookings, none of that. So she said she went and got her body done. She didn't get nothing else done. No face, no chest, no legs, no, you know, lip fillers or whatever, however they said. She just got her butt done. And she said instantly she got bookings. She started getting tipped more. You know what I'm saying? She was kind of mad at it because she's like, why do I have to change my self-image just to feed my child? You know what I'm saying? And I felt like that was really deep on that tip. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like people have to see that type of image or be that type of way just to survive now, like, or just to
it depends on the job that you're going. That whole club promotion thing, you hosting at a club, it works for them. You're not gonna get booked if you don't look like somebody like Jada,
right? Of course.
I now in a regular world, I don't see that. If we're talking about like other entrepreneur jobs, like being a realtor or being even being at Wendy's, like no. But it depends on the kind of job or booking or whatever she has. That's just how that culture is. That's just how that culture is.
That's crazy. Only in that type of community though, or that type of scenery. You know what I'm saying? So do you feel like women can be successful with a natural body?
Yes. I'm successful. I make 6 figures.
Right. So, but it's a good thing that you said that though, because just because you thick, that don't mean you're gonna be rich. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or just because you skinny, that don't mean you're not gonna be successful.
I don't think any woman should let her body be defined by how much money she makes. I know other women in marketing fields that don't have their body done and make 6 figures. It's because of their brain and how they focus on their business and what they want to do. That's how they become successful. I know a lot of women who don't have bodies done, but still in the nail shop, hair shop, or marketing, teachers, side hustles, making smoothies, or like, yeah.
Did you see where they said that the teacher was like super thick, and then like everybody, all the parents and stuff was mad at her? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So being thick in certain worlds, I grew up in church. So being thick was not looked at as a good thing.
Right.
They wanted you to cover up. You had to wear the lap scarves and things like that. But in certain other worlds, or they feel like in certain professions that are supposed to be more family friendly, like they don't accept that. Some people can't really help how they look.
Right.
And whatever clothes that they have on, they can't help it. I know I experienced a lot of that in church. Like, I was directing the choir, so they wanted me to wear long skirts to my ankles.
Right.
Or they wanted me to have like a covering in my back because when I'm directing, my booty would be shaking.
No, for sure. And then you got everybody threw off. Like, the whole church threw off.
So,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And, it was just, yeah. And it was times they didn't want me to wear fishnets.
Wow.
Because that was considered a sexual thing, and that would arouse the musicians or the pastors or the deacons. Right. Like, no, wear regular, tights.
But you couldn't help it though.
Couldn't help it, but they didn't care.
So now is it accepted now? Like,
it's I make it. I don't care. I'm grown now.
No, for sure.
You could try to intimidate me when I was 15, but I'm 31 now. Right. So you better get my face. So I'm wearing this. Is it accepted? I think yes, the culture has changed because the administrations are younger now, pastors are younger, worship leaders are younger. So I think it definitely has changed. I just think that people tried to stay conservative as much as possible, and they felt that the church was the place to do that.
When did women become so infatuated with having big butts? Like, where did this come from?
The attention of a man.
That's what I was about to ask you next.
The attention of a man. How can I get this man to look at me and all I see him with is big booty girls?
Right.
So I need a big booty. I think that's where, honestly, getting the surgeries, I think that's where it started from. Having the attention of the man and having women think that you're a boss bitch. So
do you think women just want to be eye candy?
Yeah, absolutely.
So they think, okay, so
everybody wants to be desired.
Yeah, for sure, but not in the BB. Like, you don't have to have a big butt to get, you know what I'm saying, to be accepted by your man or whatnot. But I'm on the other side of the men side, and it's like, okay, I'm seeing
most. I'm sorry to cut you off, but most men don't wife women who exploit themselves like that. That's
right.
what I was told.
No, you absolutely right.
Yeah.
But it's like also too though, we see big booties on social media all day, every day. You know what I'm saying?
You don't get tired.
It's like it's ass everywhere. On TikTok is booty, on Instagram is booty. So it's like it kind of embedded in our head. Like I want a woman with a big butt. You know what I'm saying?
Even with our music culture too, in hip hop and rap, like how they display the women, you gotta have a big butt. Their lyrics, you gotta have a big butt. So we're taught at a young age, big butt is the way to go, instead of just making a normalcy of just accepting all kind of body types.
Right, but I'm gonna be on the honest side too, though. The women with the big butt is the ones with the most problems.
Say mental health.
Yeah, like they be so worried about the outside that they don't work on the inner.
And that is, I'm currently in therapy right now.
Okay.
And I've been in therapy. What's this, like 9 months now? And my significant other, we had this conversation all the time. He was like, it truly be the finest of the finest, the baddest of the baddest.
Listen here, I'm trying to tell you.
But they do not have their mental right, and this is why we think that there's a division in relationships, because people don't necessarily do the work of their individual selves before getting with someone. They're just focused on the outer. As long as I look good, you gotta like me.
That's not gonna hold a relationship, though. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The body is not gonna hold a relationship, because you can get big at any moment of this relationship, and I'm gonna leave if I'm here for your body. You know what I'm saying? So women got to understand that. Like, don't just work on your body on the outside. And I'm not a woman. You know what I'm saying? So I can't tell you how to do your body in your relationship or whatever. But they said like Ari and Moneybag broke up. I don't know for sure, but they just looking at like, okay, well, she thick, like she gonna keep a man, and these the ones that's not keeping the men.
and these are the ones that are not getting married either.
At all.
Like, and they get so upset when they see the woman. Well, she don't even look like. But how does she treat that man?
There you go.
How does she speak into his life?
Yeah.
Does she rub his feet when he get home? Is the food?
They not doing that.
No.
They not doing that.
Take me out to dinner, baby.
Yeah. That's it. You got to spend
Yes.
$12,000 on the date.
You got to spend $12,000, buy a Birkin bag, and I might give you my number.
That's crazy. Listen, I go through it. You know what I'm saying? So, give me some ways that women have challenges after kids.
I've had numerous of consultations. Stretch marks is one. The fupa that we call it, which is the saggy part that after they have the baby that is produced. And I think just not knowing what to eat when they're pregnant too. Like I think if they had an idea or perspective or training or eating right before, I think a lot of their body issues won't happen the way that they happen. But another one that I've heard a lot of the women have what is called, it's called recti. What is this term? Dissect recti, which is pretty much the separation of the abs. So a lot of times when women have children back to back to back, when your stomach expands, so do a lot of other things. And so what happens is it's pretty much like your rib cage is open and you just have this space. And so a lot of times it's really hard for women. And after they have the baby, they could have like a 3-year-old and they still look and form. The belly was still looking form like they're pregnant. Wow. And I know a lot of women, especially the Black community, face that a lot.
Dropping a lot of gems.
Yes.
This is what a lot of women want to know. And yes. I put up a post like, what do y'all want me to ask this person? You know what I'm saying? Before you come. And a lot of women be like, okay, ask her about the pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the major things that women go through on a daily basis. Like, okay, I don't want to have kids because I'm going to look out of shape. You know what I'm saying? And then once they get out of shape, it's like, damn, they done lost themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that also comes with comfortability. But when we're talking about the medical side, I think that they can't control, like the dias recti, or sometimes the pouch, the fupa as they call it, or the stretch marks, or not being. They've been told by doctors that okay, your stomach will never be flat again. So a lot of women, they don't want to have kids. They're like, wait a minute,
right?
I'm 26 and I look pretty good, but if you tell me if I have a baby and I'm going to look like this, I don't want to have any children.
Right. So describe to me like what hard work is in the gym.
Hard work is getting up even when you don't want to do the thing that's going to make you look better in the next month, 2 months, 3 months. That's hard work.
Why do people want the 2-week transformation though?
Because they don't want to be in the gym for the rest of their life.
For sure. It's like
they don't want to be in the gym.
It's hard for everybody though, because after I work out for, a month or something like that, and I'm damn near not seeing no differences or no changes or no, I'm like, damn, I want to give up, but you got to keep going. Yeah. It's the consistency in it. Like, okay.
You can't look at working out as work.
Right.
Because you're going to stress your mental out.
Right.
Oh my God, I got to go work out. Oh my God, I got to do this. You have to look at it as a glorious occasion of you bettering yourself.
Right.
Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. It all ties in all together.
So what do the gym do for you?
Ooh, the gym is mental clarity. The gym is excitement. The gym is helping others see where or how to build the perspective of what I have. That's what the gym is to me. The gym is solitude.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing without the gym, like we said earlier. Like, I just can't, you know what I'm saying? And I found out, I've always worked out, but not like I do now because it brings peace, you know what I'm saying? And it also brings, like, energy, like it brings another level of me because I can push myself and I can show myself, like, I can do better. And then not only that, I can show people, like when people see me, they be like, hey, like you changed a lot. And I'm like, yeah, you can do it too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a mental thing.
Once they get over the aspect of, oh my God, my body's so sore for the first week, I think people would be so much better
Yeah,
just making the gym on a regular schedule.
They got to do it though.
Yeah.
So why do you think Lizzo feel good in her body though? You know what I'm saying? Like why do you think she just like, okay, fuck it, this is what I am, this is how I'm gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people hate on her for that though.
She knows who she is, and she knows she's walking in her purpose.
Right.
And a lot of people are, I don't even think it's hate. I think they're jealous. I think people get jealous when you know exactly what you're supposed to do on this earth. You know exactly how you should feel on this earth. You know exactly how you should look, and that comes with an acceptance. And a lot of people, they don't understand because they feel that, well, she's happy when she looks this way, so why are you happy when you look that way?
Yeah.
You know? And it's just like, we're all beautiful people. I think, and I say this to my clients a lot, you have to accept where you are with your body now, so that when you get to the point where you want to be, there's a huge appreciation, and that's where that consistency is going to flow, because you're like, I'm never going back there.
No, I ain't going back there. No way possible. It was terrible back there. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of women, I think a lot of women change too. Like I said, I'm just speaking on from perspectives what women tell me. Like after bad breakups, you know what I'm saying? Like after the dramatic changes in their life, they kind of revert to fitness. Do you see that a lot?
Yeah, I do. Especially with my the Black community. I just got a divorce and I'm just ready to change.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. My nigga just cheated on me with somebody way smaller or that looks more socially acceptable.
Crazy. Really?
So I'm about to get up in the gym. Like, yeah. And I'm about to show him this revenge body. Oh, yeah.
Damn, I didn't think about that.
Oh, yeah. I had a friend who was in a relationship. She don't get mad at me. I ain't gonna say her name though. And that's funny. She just hopped on. That's so funny. She just hopped on my life. And he didn't look like a six pack. He wasn't looking like he went in the gym, but he was trying to tell her to go to the gym.
Wow. So do you get that a lot?
That's the only story that I've heard of that. But who knows what goes on behind people's closed doors?
For sure.
Like, it's always the one thing, again, we go back to that attention. You always want your man to be like, oh my God, my baby is so beautiful, or you know, you so sexy, and you want him to be so attractive to you. And so people correlate with that, with the outside look. Well, if I lose 10 pounds, he's gonna love me more. If I lose 20 pounds, maybe he will do what I need him to do. So in that sense, when you have that, I've heard women falling in love with the gym in that aspect.
Right.
So, but everyone's...
Have you ever heard of vaginal reconstruction?
Yeah. Don't they got that for like the men too?
Do they?
Or like, I heard something about men can now get abs built in.
Yes.
And
that was my next thing though.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
So I just think this is crazy.
This is a crazy time right now.
Yes, like I feel like just leave your body parts alone.
But people don't want to put in the work though.
Yes, like you can. What is it called?
Kegels.
I'm doing it right now.
Wow, yeah. But I'm saying, but I'm saying, you understand it though.
Yes, the body is a muscle. It's going to work only if you work it. If you don't do anything, then it won't do anything.
So how do you feel about men now doing it? Is it a BBL for men? Would you call it?
I guess so. I think this is just foolish. And I think this is just another way to get people to spend ridiculous money. Like, I think this is, we should be investing in property. We should be creating general wealth. We shouldn't be worried about making our coochies tighter. For
sure. But I mean, it's like they said people or women after they have kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like
I've heard that, but I've also heard women who actively work out, their body will come back into its form, because you have to remember, it's still a muscle. It will come back into its form. So I've heard women tell me that their men have said it got tighter after, but they have a workout regimen on how to do that.
Wow.
So I've heard women are wetter
afterwards.
Yes.
I wonder is that
wetter.
I wonder is that the reason why? Well, they say when women get pregnant, they be like super wet though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've heard that too. I've never been pregnant.
I never thought about that.
I've heard that too, but during their pregnancy, they was like, "Oh, that's the best
Man,
vagina
oh my God,
ever had.
like just stay pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck having a baby, just stay pregnant though.
Yes, I've heard that. Yes, I've heard that as well. But I'm an old school individual, and I truly believe that if you stick to a regimen that works for you, a workout regimen that works for you, your body would do what it needs to do. Not as probably fast as you want it to do.
Right.
Now remember, when we get older, everything gets a little bit harder to do. It's harder to heal. It's harder to, move. But I believe that I was reading a post. It was a lady who was 78 years old, and she was a alkaline vegan, and she looked better than a 25-year-old.
Right.
So I truly believe it's also what you put in your body.
It's definitely what you eat.
It's actually 100% how you eat. We can cut out the working out. If you just eat right, your body will transform and do what it needs to do.
But we don't want to eat right though.
Yes,
we want to eat Church's chicken. We want to eat Popeyes, which is nothing wrong with that. But we want to consume that on a daily basis and still have the perfect body, though. But I feel like that comes from social media as well, though. You know what I'm saying?
And that also comes from slavery.
Yeah, it do. It do.
It comes from slavery. Let's think about it. Our ancestors, we were given scraps. So what did we create? Greens, black eyed peas, dressing, yams, macaroni and cheese. Like, we use those elements to create soul food, and we would just use whatever seasonings that we had.
Right.
So I think we were never taught to be healthy and incorporate a regimen within our day-to-day life. We were taught to work for massa,
Right.
day in and day out. You go back to sleep, you get up again,
And
work day in and day out. So there was no time to work out. Your working out was working.
Right.
So yeah.
So what is your food like regimen, or like how do you meal prep?
Yes, I do meal prep. Sometimes I pay someone to do it depending on how my week is. But I actually went grocery shopping earlier today. So during when I am preparing for a powerlifter meet, I eat like salmon or ground turkey. I may eat a little shrimp, but when I'm not, I kind of stick to a vegetarian vegan diet.
What is that? Explain to me that. What is it?
So vegetarian is basically no meat, but you can still have dairy products. But vegan, you can still have, but vegan, there's no meat or no dairy products at all. So you're eating plant-based food. So like your bases would be like mushrooms or sweet potatoes or red skin potatoes or brown rice or quinoa as your base.
So you deep into it for real.
Oh yeah, you got to do your research,
Man.
because
So
it's not for everybody.
No, it's not. It's not. And how important is protein for women?
Protein for women is extremely important because not only does it build, but it actually repairs our muscles.
Okay.
So when I work out, say if I had a heavy leg day, which means that I lifted heavy the entire time I worked out, I would have a protein shake, which will help build and repair and also not make me be so sore as well.
Afterwards or before?
Both actually.
Okay.
Because it gives you energy as well. So what I'll do is I'll have like half of a cup before, and then I'll have like a full cup after. So whatever you put in your body and you work out, you have to put it back in.
Okay.
So what goes out, you got to put it back in. But protein is very, very important. Of course, it attacks our bodies differently than men. Men have more. You guys have more of a muscular structure already, so it just defines those muscles. Whereas for women, it actually helps burn fat. So actually, you want that protein to keep your stomach flat, and then you can build muscles in your thighs, because that's how our genetic makeup is.
Okay.
We're more heavier in the legs or the butt,
Right.
or some of us are, and then that's where directly I teach my clients, whatever you do that day, that's how you should eat afterwards. So if we do a leg day and you want your legs to be big, increase your protein that day. If we do a cardio, you can still have protein, but just less protein than what you had before.
Do you do meal plans for your clients as well?
Yes.
Okay.
So I tell them what to eat, and it's structured. Like breakfast, you eat this, and I tell you the ingredients, or how the meals. I also try to teach you how to plate your meals.
Is it small portions or is it big portions?
It depends on the body type and then what you're trying to do. Of course, if you're a smaller lady, you want to have bigger portions in your protein and in your starch.
Okay.
So your meat and then like your potatoes.
Okay.
Of course, when you're trying to lose weight, you can keep the steady in the proteins, but you'll probably decrease the starch and then have like a minimum, or I would say a thumb size of fats. So we're talking about like nuts or avocado or things like that.
Okay. So what are some ways that women can get a six-pack? 'Cause I think a lot of women want to know that. They want that six-pack look.
They want that planks.
Planks.
I like planks. Planks are really good. I don't like people get six packs not necessarily doing direct ab work, but doing the other things where you have to have ab control, stomach control, muscle control in your stomach.
Okay.
So, perfect example. When you're doing planks, that's a perfect example of holding in your core and keeping it tight during that duration so that you can increase your momentum of having muscle controls in your core.
Wow.
So, yes.
I didn't know that. That's crazy. I'm down here learning stuff myself. I'm sorry. Like, can I use some of the stuff that women do?
I don't care. Yes. Please.
So
yes.
before we get out of here, man, what happened to flat tummy tea?
I don't know. I feel like everything has a trend. Everything has a trend. So depending on what happens in that world, like for some reason when COVID hit and we were in the house, what was that product? NutriBurst?
NutriBurst, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot the company. It was going crazy. It seemed like everybody was selling it, but it was something that could bring. It was people who weren't even fitness selling it. And I was like, okay, yeah, I know this is a joke
For sure.
You don't even work out.
Social media shit.
That's what I'm saying. So everything is a trend. I just think that if you just stick to the basics and know your body type, you'll be successful in creating your own regimen and what works best for you.
Y'all hear that, ladies? You have to do the work. You can't beat it. People
you can.
Yeah, you can, but
you can, but I don't want you to.
Yeah, we don't want you to. We want you to work hard on your body, work hard on yourself, man. And, put in the work. It's not gonna be easy. Not for anything, fitness, life, health, whatever it is. I got 5 words, and I want you to give me a small definition for them. Okay. Number 1 is health.
Small definition for health.
Your definition. What this mean to you, though?
Oh, health.
Yeah.
A focused individual on bettering their physical self.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Number 2, beauty.
Everyone is different. So beauty is whatever God defines it as.
That was a good way to clean it
up. Everybody's beautiful.
That was a good way to clean it up. Number 3 is recovery.
Recovery. Listening to your body when you know you need to rest.
Right.
It's time to rest.
Like, I knew that this week was crazy for me, and I said, you know what? Sunday I'm taking off. Like, I'm not doing nothing. I swear to God, I'm not answering my phone. I'm not moving. I'm not doing nothing because I'm listening to my body. And I feel like earlier this week my body was shut down because you're doing too much.
Self-care days are so important. I just had one Friday, and I had my assistant take over my classes, and I said, I'm not.
I seen it.
Not posting on social media. Do not text my phone. It's gonna be on Do Not Disturb. And I did whatever I wanted to do that day. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. People don't understand how important self-care days is. Like, I would go out of town for a day.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, I'm up and I'm
I take a trip every 3 months.
You got to.
Yes.
You have to. Is personal. Number 4 is gym intimidation.
Gym intimidation. When get off of social media.
For sure. For sure.
Just don't look for social media when you're trying to change your life.
Right.
It's a fraud.
Because a lot of women say that, they go to LA Fitness or Lifetime Fitness, a whole nother level of working out.
And you never know what that person had to do to get to where they at. Everyone has their own individual story.
Right.
And I say that a lot. I say, you don't know when I'm in my classes, I say, you don't know what that person is feeling and what they've been through to get here. So when you get here, we're in a positive attitude. We're going to do this workout. We're going to have fun, and you're going to go home.
Right. Exactly. You're like, don't even look at the next person.
Don't look at the next person.
Focus on you. Yeah. You got to really go in there and just, you know what I'm saying, focus on what you got going on.
And you just made me think of something, too. All my advanced clients, I'm going to have them start going through the bag.
Why though?
Because I've seen women look at other women. Oh my gosh, she's doing that faster than me. I'm so out of shape. Like they're really fighting with themselves mentally, and it's just like you don't know what that girl thinking either.
Yeah, for sure.
So sometimes it could be an encouragement, but sometimes it could be
Intimidation.
Yes.
Right, yeah. And somebody asked me to ask you that, like, how do they, kind of cope with that? I told them just go at between the slow times. You know what I'm saying? Don't go in the morning. Don't go at
say avoid it.
Yeah. Like don't go afterwards.
Nah, because somebody might be thinking that same thing too. You're always
gonna beat it though.
You there's no way around it. You have to zone out and focus on yourself because you have no idea what it took that person who you think is more advanced than you to get here.
Right.
So don't focus on that. That's the wrong thing to focus on. I think just focusing on what you're gonna look like 3 to 4 months from now.
For sure, because I even be like, damn, like that person look good. You know what I'm saying? Like how can I feel like it's motivation for me.
Or sometimes talk.
Right.
Talk. Or I think it's important if you find someone who can support you in that way, and they're gonna go with you and they can talk with you and talk.
It ain't that easy though.
It's not. When I do like a first date thing, when I always sketch the room out and I always see if I have too many brand new clients. Lord, thank you for all the new clients. But if I have too many new clients, I'll be like, hey, let's do like a warm-up game. It looks very intimidating here, and it doesn't need to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, relax, calm down.
But I feel like that's what makes yours different, though. And I think you stand out a lot, you know what I'm saying, from other people or other people that own fitness studios, because a lot of people don't go that extra mile like you do.
Yeah.
And that's what made me hit you up. Like, I could have hit up a 10 other people, but
don't
I'm
say
like,
no names.
No, I ain't gonna say no names. They gonna crucify me. But I'm saying, like, people don't really take, the time and, to think like,
caring
that's deep, man.
Makes a difference.
That's deep. Number 5, starting.
What Nike say?
Gotta do it. Just do it, man.
I don't even, you can write down your goals and you can do the vision board, but sometimes it's just lacing up and go.
Listen, I will go to the gym and sit at the gym.
Just sit
in
there.
The parking lot.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I don't want to go in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you gotta have that discipline. You gotta have it, because sometimes them be the days that make you. You know what I'm saying? That
support though. I had a client. I was. What I do every year is I take a month off.
Do you really?
Yes. I'm all about me.
Wow,
because
that's
I
crazy,
give so much.
Too.
I give so much. I know I give so much. I give so much of me to a lot of people around me. Matter of fact, to everybody around me.
Right.
And I think it's extremely important to, all right, y'all, this is about me right now. Mm-hmm. So I took 30, last year I took 30 days off and I went to Chicago. I went to Atlanta. Like, I did whatever I wanted to do.
Right.
And and I had a client, to get back on subject, but I had a client, she texted me. And she texted me this long message. I'd be like, Lord, why do you send me these people? What?
You got to have the balance, though.
I'm on vacation, Lord.
They don't care about that.
They don't. They do not care.
Yeah.
I said, Lord. But she was like, she was signing up for my advanced program, and she hasn't worked out in a minute. But I knew mentally, once I put her to work, she was going to do the work. Right. And I said, okay, I'm on vacation. But I said, meet me at the gym this time tomorrow. She met me at the gym. We worked out. And she did very, very good in the program. Like, girl, relax. You got this.
Wow. You can't take 30 days. So when you take the 30 days off, do you, like, just stop working out with other people? Or do you just, like...
I don't train anyone.
You don't train nobody for 30 days?
But I'm going to work out, though.
No, for sure. But do they understand that?
Some people do. Some people don't. You have to... They don't. They only see their selves and their problems, and they want you, and they know that you're the person to help them.
But you solving a problem for people, though.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like you almost in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and last but not least, man, before we get out of here, why do women go to the gym, pull up their pants all the way, you know what I'm saying, and show everything, and then don't want nobody to talk to them, don't want no men to speak to them, they feel like, okay, I'm in here. You getting looked at. You know what I'm saying? This is what men do. You know what I'm saying? But when I try to talk to you or whatever, you give me the shitty attitude, or you give me this, what are you looking at? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do women do this?
What I'm learning in therapy is you have to understand that everyone has some kind of boundary. and everyone has a place where they feel as if they need to just zone in and focus. I don't get an attitude, but I am slightly irritated that if I'm lifting a heavy weight and here you go trying to come up here and get my number, sir, I'm lifting. I gotta focus right now. Can you meet me outside the park like something?
Yeah, no,
like,
for sure. But it's like, are you in there to really work? Because there's women in there just doing squats all day with tight ass shorts.
Oh, them,
right?
Oh, okay.
Not the real workers. I'm talking about the squatters.
Oh, we call those the fake trainer, and like we call those kind of people. I remember I had a girl. This is before I became a trainer. She would literally come, put on the heaviest weight, record, and then leave.
I see. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That perception that you want to build, that you are this well-rounded, all-purpose individual, and that you have it together, like it's really a mental illness, because I feel like you're faking it to make it. That saying, fake it to make it.
But they getting paid from it though.
And to them, that's all that matters.
I seen a girl come take 1,000 pictures.
Yep. Ain't no
with
sweat.
some bullshit weights, like, and I'm like, this what y'all doing? Like, y'all really?
And they do the most simplest workout.
It don't even be a work. It's a warm up. Like,
yeah, we know it's a warm up.
Yeah, it's a warm up.
I don't have all the answers to why people do what they do. Sometimes people just do stuff for attention.
No, it's definitely attention.
Just attention, just to say, oh my gosh, she's so powerful. Oh my gosh, she's a boss bitch.
Man, yeah, whatever.
No.
So who is your fitness, I would say, like, goals, or somebody you look up to in the fitness world?
That's so funny that you say that. One of the girls, her name is Raven Jackson. She was a trainer, and she committed suicide.
Rest in peace, Raven. I've seen that over the last few days.
And I have been following her for a long time, and like that hurt. That really crushed me. I was like, dang, like fitness really don't solve all your issues.
Don't nothing solve all your issues. Like, you really have to have it on the inside.
Yeah, like
you
really have to be spiritually, physically, and mentally all connected, and it all has to come together. Like I said, I have a therapist, but I still train and work out, and I love God, and I still go to church. It has to all come together.
It do. Man, I just want to say thank you so much.
Thank you
for coming past and shedding some light on the fitness community. I need not only the ladies to take this serious, but I need men as well to take your health serious, man.
Go together.
We can have $1 billion, man. But if you're not taking care of your health, you ain't got shit. Man, but once again, I thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful week.
You as well.
Yeah, thank you. Once again, make sure you tune in to my next episode for my midweek motivation. Once again, I hope y'all have a good week, have a good day, stay out of trouble. Remember, health is wealth, and keep grinding and keep